Good morning, everybody. So, welcome to today's adventure. I'm currently on the outskirts of Steg. In the Zürich Oberland. So today's journey, I'm going to be following the river Töss a little bit, and then crossing some hills, and then heading down to Wald. So yeah, nice little semi loop. So before I actually get into hiking today, I do just want to say a massive thank you for 108 subscribers the last time I checked. So yeah, a big thank you to everyone who subscribed to the channel. Really means a lot. I know it's just a small channel, but you know, it just keeps me motivated to keep making this stuff. Also, on another note, my Norway content does end this weekend. So December 22nd, no more Norway videos. That's everything from my Norway trip done. So this video that I'm filming today will be going live on the 29th. So yeah, I'll see if I can try and squeeze in one more hike between now and the first week of January, the first Sunday of 2025. My schedule looks a little bit, with the holiday season and everything, looks a little bit close, but yeah, we'll see. If I have to skip a week, it's not the end of the world. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. And yeah, without much further ado, let's get hiking the Töss Valley. Happy days. Alrighty, so a little bit of an update here. I'm now on the river itself, which is just down below me here. So that's the river which I'm following now. There should be quite a few exciting waterfalls along this route, so yeah, I'm excited for that. The only thing is you do have to walk a little bit on an asphalt road. Now I hope it's not going to be like this for the whole hike, or along this along the river here. So hopefully it turns into a gravel track soonish. If not, then well, we'll make do with what I get. So yeah, I did actually I did bump into a local farmer, and he pointed me at a different route, well, same way, just a different path to avoid most of the asphalt. So yeah, we'll see. You should be hibernating, little dude. Alrighty, so there are stairs that lead down there, and well, There's a reason why the channel is called Savard's Adventures. Okay, so we have made it to the highlight of this hike, and yeah, without much further ado, here it is. You know, for this hike, I've lost count of the amount of waterfalls I've seen. I know I've seen one big one, and it's sort of like every couple of 100 meters, or not even that, but like every few minutes, if even, there's another one. I'll see if I can spot this one. It's just on the other side of the river from where I am. Let's have a look. Quite a bit of tree cover, but I think we might. Yeah, here we go. Just through there. You know, and that's not including all of the weirs and so on as well on the river. It's for flood defence. So yeah. So a few specifics about this hike is 18 kilometers with 500 meters of elevation gain, so fairly easy going. I mean, for the first third, first third of it anyway, is what I'm walking right now. Then it will get to red white hiking trails, followed by nice downhill into the town of Wald, and then off to a social activity tonight. So yeah, happy days. Okie dokie, so I'm at a crossroads, literally. So up there is the Töss, and then that way, which is where I'm heading, is the hintere Töss. So yeah, the only downside is I don't have any signal on my phone, so I don't actually know how good the route this way is going to be. But the good news is I'm now seeing signs for my end destination, which is Wald. So it might not be the actual route, but that is what I'm going to be following, is all signs to Wald. So yeah. Because the situation is this. I knew it was going to be snowy, but I didn't realise just how snowy it was actually going to be. And I don't know if I mentioned this, but funnily enough, my little ice spike micro crampons have gone walkabout. So I was kind of 50-50ing even coming out today. But here we are anyways. Not quite ideal. I mean, it's manageable, but it looks like the way to Wald is going to be a yellow trail rather than the red-white trail which I'd originally planned, which is good because that means it's going to be safer. And yeah, as long as I just follow signs for Wald, should be okay. And yeah, we'll see. I mean, today might even be a little bit more of a shorter hike than anticipated, but that's okay because I haven't done a proper long hike in a while. And you might have seen that my rucksack, or you may have noticed anyways, that my rucksack is not as jammed with gear as it normally is. And it's also why I'm missing my pouch, because I've managed to fit everything that's in the pouch normally into my bag, as it's not filled with overnight gear. So yeah, let's keep going. Alrighty, so after a couple hundred meters of backtracking, literally, wouldn't even necessarily say a couple hundred, I'd say maybe 150 at most, the journey continues. Reason being is I have yet to replace my tripod post Norway. So one of my, as we all know, one of my previous videos on the Alpine Panorama Trail, I forget which one it was, but the leg of my tripod fell off just after I filmed on a bridge. And well, this time it didn't fall off a bridge, but it did fall after I was taking a video of another waterfall. Not this one. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Not this one, but another one, and the leg just randomly fell off. So I know it's a problem with my actual tripod, not the brand itself. But I put my gear through very heavy usage. I mean, so yeah, that is absolutely on the shopping list at some point in the next couple of weeks or so, is a new tripod. So yeah, that is that. And in other news, the weather is definitely warming up. It's meant to be around about 8 degrees, which means I do need to keep a weather eye on this rock face here, because well, I've seen a couple of mini avalanches or snowfall and one rock slide or rock fall. So yeah, just need to be careful. Anyways, onwards. Okie dokie, so a little bit of an update. Everything since the crossroads has not have been off trail. I have been off route. So yeah, it turns out that Wald was the direct way, whereas I wanted the indirect way. But not to worry, I found another waterfall to go check out, and then I will probably drop back down this path that I've just come up, back onto the road, and then follow it back to Ruti or Wald, because I don't want to go too far off trail with no cell service and only a Garmin watch for navigation. So yeah, waterfall just off that way in the distance. It looks like it's one that we can get behind, so yeah, let's go have a little look-see. Alrighty, so after filming a couple of takes, another video that I've wanted to make for the year, I've decided that instead of going back down into the valley where I was, I'm going to make my effort follow this path, which looks to be taking me out of the valley and up, so that I can get a cell signal, so I can actually navigate my way back, because I'm I roughly know where I am. I know as long as I keep following this river, using it as my my handrail, I should end up in Wald. The only thing I'm unsure of is how. So yeah, down there. I mean, it's not as frightening as the when I was hiking Valensee last year. No, because what is that? A fire pit. That I can tell you, that was an experience in and of itself. Snowy, very snowy, and yeah, you have to watch that video if you want to see the results. But yeah, okie dokie. Anyways, moving on. Well, my phone has just gone off with a notification, or my watch has anyway, on behalf of my phone, because I am one of those people that keeps it in silent 24/7. So yeah, the good news is I have signal. I'm actually on a road. Let's see, Steg is 5 hours that way. Wald, 1 hour 15. Oh man, I knew, absolutely knew, coming up here was the right call. Let's have a look. Töss is where I wanted to be, but Wald is an hour and 15 minutes down this way. I believe that is the outskirts. Yeah. Happy days, happy days. All right, I know where I am, I can navigate safe. That was a little bit frightening, not gonna lie. So, oh wow. Wow, I'm really not far. Whoa. Okay, cool. That would be Lake Zürich, off in the distance, Zürich, just there. So, yeah. That would be Wald down there, I'm guessing. So, wasn't the intended tour, but still managed to get a lot done. I think for safety, I am probably going to stick to the road. Looks like this road only services a gastro area, and that is closed today. So yeah, I think we should be in the clear. So my plan is to get moving. So yeah. You know, one thing that walking next to a brook like this reminds me of is back when I lived in Bath, all the walking that I did there, a lot of the times I was walking next to a brook just like this, and not quite in fields as hilly as this, but I mean, there was a moment here from where I thought, am I in Switzerland or am I just south of Cold Ashton, which is a little village just north of Bath? So yeah, it was just like a little moment where I was like, oh, hang on a minute. So yeah, I mean, granted it's not as rocky. I mean, here it's a lot rockier underfoot than back there, but it's still fond little memories. And it looks like the second half of this walk is dotted with bridges. So, got another one just here. I'm going to be very careful filming, mainly because, as I said, it is incredibly icy underfoot. And just like the waterfalls earlier, I turned my head, lo and behold, there's another two. So, yeah, I'm just going to take it very nice and easy. Minimise the filming, just because, you know, I am on my own and having an accident would not be ideal. Yeah, would not be ideal at all. Not good. So yeah. Well, just quickly took a moment to do a little navigation check just to see how far along I am after passing the watershed when I crossed the ridge. So yeah, I'm currently in the well, it was only a little watershed because the Töss, I believe, flows directly into the Rhine, or it joins up the Tour and then flows into the Rhine, I'm not sure. But this here, the river that I'm following now, is the Schmittenbach, which flows into the Jona, which flows into Zürichsee, which then flows into the Limmat, which then flows into the Aare, and then from the Aare into the Rhine. So all of the rivers in this region anyway connect to the Rhine and the North Sea. When you go further to southern Switzerland, southwestern Switzerland, that is the watershed that everything then flows into the Rhone. I'm not quite sure where exactly that watershed is, but there is one point that I'd love to go and explore, which takes you into a watershed of all three of the biggest rivers that start in Switzerland. So you have the Rhine, the Rhone, and the Inn, all starting roughly in the same place, or the same area. So you've got 3 different watersheds, because the Inn flows into the Danube, which flows into the Black Sea. The Rhone flows into the Mediterranean, and the Rhine flows into the North Sea. So yeah, you've got one point where you can go to any of the 3 seas that surround Europe. So So I've noticed this earlier, but here's a very good example of it. I don't know when this was built or how long it's been here for, but I'd say quite old. Here we go. So you've got an old sluice gate here, which is inoperable. And then you've got here what looks to be the remains of some kind of canal or channel, and then another sluice gate here. So what I guess, and this is just a guess, I don't really know, but I'm thinking that this might have been an old water source for the town of Vold. So, you know, you divert the river here using these, what they call the weirs. You can divert the flow of the river. So it looks like on that weir there was another dam of some kind. You channel the river into this canal, and I think the path that I'm walking along anyway must have been the old maintenance path for this channel, because it looks that you have the grooves here, just there next to my foot, where there was obviously some kind of panelling. I mean, we're coming up to another example of the panelling in a moment. But yeah, I think this might have been the old maintenance track. But let's have a look, see here. Here we go. Avoiding all of this mud. But yeah, you'd have, what I'm standing on right now is probably the remains of this old canal system, or the pipe network anyway. I don't know what it was for, where it goes, who knows what. I don't know. I saw another slightly old one, and then obviously, you know, you've got some kind of tunnel here. I really do not know. Let's have a look. So yeah, because I mean, you've got another steel bridge here, and then you have these markings. 120 over 308, 150 kilograms per piece of steel. I don't know what that means, but it looks like there was obviously some kind of industry here. What it was, I do not know. I'll have to, yeah, it might be worth having a look, see at some old. Oh, here we go. Because yeah, you've got the. You know, I thought it went somewhere else, but no, obviously it goes, yeah, you've got the old steel pipe that runs under this bridge, and here it is. And then where that leads, I don't know. I think it might be on the footpath. I still think it might be following the footpath, because then, no, then you have another pipe there. It wouldn't go there. It would probably, I don't really know. You know me, I am if there's any sort of industrial history, I will potentially find it. One thing to note about this hike anyway is that it is one of the very few this year that has not involved any sort of military infrastructure. So yeah, right route, but I just wanted to do it anyways. Alrighty, so here we are at the end of the hike with 19.85 kilometers done, probably anywhere between 20 to 21 kilometers by the time I actually get on the train. Let's have a look. Total ascent 401 meters, total descent 427, so relatively flat for today's journey. And yeah, I'm actually really surprised. It's only, I mean, with filming, you know, I always say I'm a little bit slower, but it's only taken me 6 hours to do, which is normally 2 hours better than, you know, than when I hike with full gear, because I'm only really just carrying like enough kit for a day pack. So water, a couple of snacks, wet weather gear, gaiters, plus, you know, whatever's in the pouch, so first aid kit, tourniquet, Leatherman, and spare batteries, you know. And surprisingly, it's going well. But that's not going to be the MO going forward. I'm still going to start training with kit weights. So yeah, that's been it from me for today on Llavar's Adventures. Really hope you enjoy the video, and I'll see you on the next one.